What's up, guys? Could be anyone. Yes, I could be anyone. Possibly even the next big YouTuber. Probably not, but here we are anyways. So, I've almost been putting off making this video for a little bit, because, I don't know, it's like the idea that I'm actually gonna be the Ender Dragon, not gonna lie. It is a little scary. Part of me doesn't want to, you know? Part of me just wants to leave it open for something that is to come, something to look forward to. And, you know, it's almost a little freaky, the idea that, like, this is gonna be it, you know? I'm actually gonna do it. But I won't have that thing to look forward to, you know? Try and make it out of here without dying. I honestly don't think I can. I think I'll survive. I'll just take some hits. There. Oh, sweet. I only lost half a heart. So, in this episode, what we're gonna do, I'm not sure if we'll get to the Ender Dragon yet, or not during this video, but at least for right now, what we're gonna do is try to get whatever materials we need to beat the Ender Dragon. I am trying to keep it pretty minimal. If you remember how I was talking in, like, the last video, I am gonna try to keep it, like, very classic, like, simple. I know there's, like, the bed method and all that, but I'm probably not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep it super easy. Leave it to that, like, literally pillar up, break the end crystals, shoot the Ender Dragon with the bow and arrow until he dies. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy, nothing that requires, you know, too much ball knowledge, to be quite honest, but yeah. So, many things we're really looking to do are arrows, but I'm honestly going to try to explore just a little bit more, because if I could even find a snow biome and get snowballs, that would, you know, definitely make it a lot easier than trying to use arrows for all of it. But as you can see, we're kind of in a very deserty area, so I'm not sure that that's going to happen, but maybe I could even find a desert village or something. Ooh, there's flowers on cactus. Oh my god, there's another freaking pillager outpost. Bro. Why are there? I feel like there's been more than usual. I'm actually gonna take that boat with me. And then we should also try to get some food. It doesn't have to be a crazy amount, but, you know, some would certainly be useful. I'm realizing I probably should have taken some with me before setting out on this little venture. I don't want to go too far, because, obviously, I don't want to change my spawn point from in the stronghold, so when I go back, I will have to, you know, manually walk back and go down the tunnel. So I'm going to try not to go too far. What is this? They have, like, new grass, like desert grass. Anyway, but, yeah. I do think this, like, mesa biome, whatever it's called nowadays, is pretty cool, though. Badlands, maybe? If I turn on my debug. Yeah, Badlands. See, I was thinking about it, and I honestly didn't even realize, like, how long it's been since Minecraft came out. Like, I remember playing Minecraft, I remember the horse update, you know? I remember when they added the hunger bar. Like, it's just kind of crazy to see how far that the game has come, I guess, and that not everyone, but, you know, it's not dead. Certainly not dead. People are still playing it. So, I don't know, I think that's really interesting. Like, honestly, like, everything, what I consider new is just, like, I was just now adjusting, or, not just now, but I have just adjusted to the fact that, like, you know, there's rabbits in the game, and that sheep drop money. And I was watching a video the other day about, like, the history of Minecraft updates and, like, going through the different things that, have been added to the game. And that was, like, over 10 years ago, I think. And it's like, holy crap, like, I've actually just been, like, that, I don't know, I feel so unk. It sounds really stupid to say, but it makes me feel so old, seeing how Minecraft is, like, kind of changed so much. When to me, rabbits and mutton is like crazy. When in reality, it's like, alright, like there's been 10 years of updates since then. It makes me feel old. Okay, so we're seeing a lot of, like, is the mesa even a biome anymore, or is this the new mesa? Is this, like, is terracotta concrete? Like, I remember hardened clay, you know? Like, I remember when they had, like, just added horses, and everyone was like, oh my god, they added horses to the game, this is crazy. I remember, you know, the nether reactor cores, and, like, literally the hunger bar being added. It's like, that was so long ago, even though, at least to me, it doesn't necessarily feel like it. Yeah, so we're gonna set off. I don't want to go too far, but if I can find just, you know, some materials, something to do, that would be pretty nice. Oh my god, a village. Oh shit. That is what that is, right? Awesome. That's perfect. Let me check the chords real quick. 119 to 6. About. Honestly, I'm kind of worried that if I go in there, it's gonna make, like, zombies take over. I'm not sure if that's really how that works. Honestly, I might just sleep in their beds. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, I think. To, like, move my spawn point, because this is close enough to the stronghold that, like, you know, if I went too far out, then I would definitely be more cautious, because I don't want to, like, lose trace of it. But, as is, honestly, it would be fine for me to just manually walk back there. How is there a creeper when there's a cat right there? Of course, there's no bed in this one. But I am going to take this. This is so cool. This is such a nice little, thing here. Got a little blast furnace. Don't mind if I do. Oh, there's like, wow, that's kind of cool. They have like a little banner of banners over here. I'm gonna have to kick you out of your bed. Thanks, bro. I can't hurt you? Are you mad because I took your bed? Valid, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and loot this. Finally have food, which means I can actually eat. Hallelujah. I'm gonna try to get some more pork chops. So I went in there. I went in here as well. Smoker. Take that too. I'm probably like kind of taking their jobs, which is maybe not ideal because then they won't necessarily trade me as much stuff. Kind of tempted to kill that iron golem over there too, but I don't think I need the iron that badly, so I should probably, you know, leave him alone. I could even take beds. I'm not really sure how to one cycle or like really do any of that, but maybe if I just grab a couple. Like, I'm not gonna do it like the full like speedrunner way. I don't even know how to do that, but maybe if I did a couple, I could just get like a couple hits with just the bed for it to be another useful way of dealing damage. So I'll take like 3 or so. I don't even know how to do it, so I'm sure I'll just primarily rely on sword hits. But yeah. What else I gathered over here? Do they not have jobs? Oh, butcher. It's kind of cool. Smoker, cow. I'll eat the cows. This is wheat. I will take their hay bales. I don't know what that clinking noise was. This is actually a pretty solid village. I'm gonna. What is this? This is a smithing table, right? Yeah, this is. I'm gonna take this too. Unless I don't know if I can break it with the stone pick. Because don't you make it out of a bunch of iron? It's alright. What is this? These are actually so cool. How it's like so suited to the savanna biome so well. Rotten flesh. And I'm just gonna take more of these hay bales. Kind of solves the food problem. Unfortunately, does not solve the arrows problem. I'm not sure how you make a fletching table. I imagine I'll need flint for that. What's up, dude? Oh, this is the same house. Or maybe if I make one, I can, like, get one of the villagers to be one of the fletching tables. I think it's how that works. Bunch of bread. One torch, and I'll just grab it. See what's in here. Oh, perfect. No need. What's up? Gravel. 1 emerald for 16 arrows. Okay, that's alright. Especially with that butcher guy, I think I can definitely trade him pork chops and stuff to get emeralds, which I can then trade with him to get a bunch of arrows. And because I have all these hay bales, I can sustain myself off bread versus worrying about saving some of the meat for myself to cook. So it's pretty good. We're honestly pretty well set up. I didn't expect it to go this well so far. So yeah, so that's the Fletcher's house. And then, is this where I started? Over here? I think it is. I think I looted it already, right? Oh, no, I didn't. Some leather armor. Don't mind if I do. You guys know I'm a big fan of the leather armor since I'm lazy. I'll take these cauldrons though. Thanks. Oh, you're not. I guess he was a leather worker, not anymore. Sorry for just stealing all their jobs, but. Oh, you're also a butcher. So rabbits and chicken. So one was for pigs. This guy's for chicken. If you are. He's asking me to hit him. Alright. So rabbits, chicken, and then the other guy likes pigs, and I think it's also rabbits. So if I... Where is he? Or even a farmer? Yeah. Pork chops and rabbits. If I could find a farmer, that would honestly be pretty nice. Potentially, although... Depend on what he's trading, honestly. Or I guess I could make a composter, right? And that would work. I'm gonna go ahead and make a crafting table. We got plenty of hay bales, so that's very fortunate. We're gonna make another. So we should get some stone, huh? And then there we go. It's good enough. A couple blocks to get out, and then boop, boop. And we're chilling. Go ahead and make me an axe. Get a couple more pork chops from these guys over here. And go back to that butcher. Wherever he was. I think it's this one. Perfect. Boom. Then I think I can do a couple more. Because I'm thinking if I get like 2 stacks of arrows, I would be pretty set, right? That honestly might even be a little excessive. Like, do I really need 2 stacks? Probably not. But that would definitely put me in a great spot where I'd be over, if anything. So if we get a couple more pork chops. Maybe find another guy worth trading with, although I haven't seen a farmer. Maybe I need to make a composter. It's the other butcher, right? Yeah, chicken. 14 chickens is kind of a lot. But I'm gonna go kill some more pigs. It shouldn't be too hard. Armadillo. Maybe I could just make a composter, honestly. Although I don't have any, like, carrots and stuff to do that with, so I'd probably just have to sell them some of the hay that I've got. So, I don't know. I can just look for more pigs, I guess. Or I could even try to reset the other butcher's trades to see if he'd trade for, just kind of, for, what is this even called? Beef. That's right. Sorry to kill your family in front of your son, but natural selection, I guess. Anyway, but yeah, what I was saying earlier is it's kind of weird to think that I'll just maybe be beating the game for the first time in vanilla solo. Like, having never done that after playing, or at least having, you know, such a... I know, I'm very fond of this game, honestly. Like, Minecraft definitely holds a special place in my heart, which is kind of stupid. Which might be kind of stupid to say, because, you know, it's like, at the end of the day, it's a game full of a bunch of pixels, but, I don't know, to me, it's kind of important. I don't know, it's, well, yeah, not important, but, you know, very fond of it. I've definitely grew up on it, you know. Smith, coal. Why? Why are you guys shaking your head at me? Paper. Okay, so if I can find his station, maybe I can reset him to trade for trade me for some of this beef. Or even the leather. Or even mutton. You know, I can get on that. I don't see any more cows. Or any more pigs. Where's those pigs over there? Probably looking at that. But, anyway, yeah, that aspect has kind of been making me put off making this video and, you know, making more progress toward beating the Ender Dragon a little bit, because I almost don't want to. It's the same way that, at least growing up, this is gonna sound stupid, but that sometimes growing up is obviously kind of a freaky experience. Not only because you're obviously growing up and that in itself is kind of crazy. I only touched on it like a tiny bit in the last video where I was like, oh, like, I'm like becoming an adult, like it's kind of disgusting. But honestly, it's like, part of it too is also just like grieving who you could have been, which maybe is a little dramatic. But, you know, to a certain extent, when you're a kid, like, you have the whole world in front of you, you haven't had the chance to really fail yet. And in a lot of ways, that's, like, extremely reassuring. Like, when someone sees a kid, to a large degree, they see their potential. It doesn't matter, like, bad kids in school, they're just, you know, people who haven't been set on the right path yet. No one's locked into their future. I don't want to say destiny, but, you know, no one's just locked in as adults, kind of. Not that you're stuck as an adult, but in a lot of ways you are often a lot more, at least perceived as being a lot more set. And it's sort of difficult. to just know that, like, obviously in reality you can always change and you can always keep growing and keep improving, but it is a little freaky that looking for this other guy's house, the other butcher. See if I can reset his trades. That, you know, you're no longer... I would think about it a lot as a kid, which is sort of weird, but just the fact that in that moment, I was still my potential. Someone would look at me and see, like, oh, this, like, person, this kid has, like, a whole life ahead of them, so much to achieve. And in a way, I almost wonder if by being an adult, it's kind of like, just took all that away, in a sense, and now it's like, ooh, there's iron down there. And in a way, it's like, instead it's just, oh, this person is, I don't want to say failed, but in some ways it feels like this. If I had all this potential as a kid, and it's like, do people look at me now and think that it was wasted, per se? Not that I think I was, you know, particularly unique as a kid either, but it is, to some degree, like, you'll always see a kid for their potential, you know, that kid who wants to be an astronaut when they grow up, who wants to be a firefighter, what else, like, a doctor, a lawyer, like, all these fancy jobs that are held in, like, high esteem, I guess, especially as a kid who, you know, grows up and wants to change the world, and then you become an adult, and I don't know, it almost seems like the natural order, at least as is kind of settling a little bit, and just letting your childhood dreams be nothing except dreams, and I think that's, like, really depressing. And in a lot of ways, I don't think we should, like, I think as people, we settle far too often, and we just kind of grow complacent, and just decide that we want to be comfortable at the expense of what might be more lasting fulfillment. And that's honestly just kind of disappointing, but definitely since, maybe I'm being really dramatic, but since becoming, you know, graduating and being more in the adult world, it is certainly like, wow, like, I basically work, you know, I work my boring job where I don't do anything of particular significance. I just kind of sit around and, like, pretend to work is almost what I would consider, why are these blocks different? I don't know. I almost just sit around and pretend to work, in a sense, which, I mean, I do some work, obviously, but, you know, it's definitely, like, compared to, you know, the grind, perhaps, that I did in high school and college, where everything felt like it was, like, just a constant stream of work, and now all that's gone. And I have so much more free time, and I kind of don't know what to do with myself for a lot of it. And to some degree, it's like, and I just feel like I wasted my potential a little bit, going from, like, a kid who had a lot of fire, I would say, and definitely felt, like, strongly, like, I don't know, I just had, like, a more passion, I guess, and it feels like slowly that's all just kind of, I don't want to say lost, but there's not really that same fire that there used to be, and that same fire that would, you know, make, not that it's about other people, but that would make certainly, not just other people, but even myself, be like, yeah, like, I'm meant to go somewhere with my life. I'm not meant to just be comfortable. And yet, it almost seems like, and yet in a way that almost seems like just the natural progression of where I am and where I'll be going a little bit, which maybe I'm just being depressing now, but yeah, as an adult, it's just like, you don't really have potential anymore. You can, and of course, maybe this all sounds stupid because I am like, fresh out of college. It's not like my life is over, but I am still young, I guess, but it is very much like, wow, like, I don't know, it's just, I feel like I don't have, I guess, if I were like a literal kid, or like even in high school still, or even in college still, I feel like it's not just, your years slipping away and your age slipping away, which is a whole other thing of how it's kind of freaky, in my opinion, just to grow up and realize you'll never go back, but this is also a really cool cave. Just to, like, grow up and realize you'll never... Oh, shit. How did I not see him? And it's not only, the years slipping by, but it's also the potential for who you maybe could have been, and for what other people see as, you having so much life ahead of you. And obviously, when you're in your 20s, you do have so much life ahead of you still, but it is like, I don't know, it's just different. And I don't know, it almost feels like my potential has slipped away, and it's no longer, it's no longer like, this person's gonna be something amazing when they grow up, or XYZ. It's just like, this person is currently doing this, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm making a lot of sense. I'm kind of rambling a little bit, obviously. Yeah, I am obviously rambling a little bit, but anyway. But yeah, it's no longer just, sorry to repeat myself again, but it's no longer just like this kid who's gonna grow up to be this thing. It's like this adult who has this and is still nothing, But this is actually a very nice cave. I actually might come back here. I'm tempted to go get that iron, but I'm also worried that if I get too enveloped by greed, that I'll end up, like, dying. So I might just play it safe and kind of start heading back up now. Got some coal, which was really what I intended to get to trade with that one guy, and there's definitely a lot of iron exposed, so I might try to grab this iron right here. It's pretty good, honestly. But yeah, anyway, I'll stop that kind of yap for now. Perfect. I know I dropped a piece, but it's okay. But yeah. Where was I going with that? Ugh, I ramble so much. But I guess. Where was my point with that? Just growing up is weird. The age-old phenomenon that, every single person goes through. But it is weird. That's for sure. I'm actually going to try to get some of this gravel, just in case I don't get as many arrows as I would like. It'll give me some... I'm not going to turn it into flint yet, but just to maybe have a few blocks, since this water is almost in the way. I can get that gravel too. No way. Playing this game is also just like me journaling. I actually am a big fan of journaling. My freshman year of college, I, like, loyally kept a journal every single day, and then it kind of fell off in the years after that, but I would still journal sometimes, and then I journaled this last semester of college. And I'm a big fan of it, but this is almost another journal in its own sense, of me just yapping into the void a little bit, because I think my last video currently has 0 views, and I mean, I don't care, but it is kind of just, like I've said previously, the whole point of these videos is just kind of enjoy it, and another reason to enjoy it, I suppose, is just a little bit journaling, just kind of rambling to no one. Probably listen. Maybe someone will listen, and maybe someone will find my random musings entertaining at the very least. Maybe feel like a little less alone if they can turn it into anything coherent. But, yeah, it's kind of just me talking into the void a little bit, but I don't mind. Let's grab this iron too. This has been pretty good. I only have 32 iron, and now I have a stack and plus a little bit. See that spider over there? I think I'm gonna go ahead and bail. I don't want to fall into a trap of greed and then die, and then have to deal with the inconvenience of coming back here because I know I currently don't have my spawn set anywhere. But anyway, yeah, I have a couple more blocks, a couple more iron, or what am I saying? I got iron, I got some coal. I'm gonna try to trade with this guy, if I can find his workstation. Oh. Perfect. So I'm gonna take his workstation, and then where is it in my inventory? That's good. Hello? Did I not pick it up? Oh, wait. Come back, dude. Is this him? There we go. Also pork chops? Are you serious? Try again. Leave. And then enter. Chicken. Dude, do you not want, like, some beef or something? Come on. Don't you like a good steak? Go on in your house. See what you got waiting for you in there. Alright, well, he does not want to give me beef. Is that not like a trade? Maybe I can get some more pigs. Some more pork chops. Although, I don't see any anymore. A little bit annoying. I'll just turn them into at this rate, maybe I should just try to get the chicken. I guess for the feathers, too, it will be useful. If we get rid of that. I realize I do need the feathers regardless. Yeah, I will need the feathers if I intend on making, arrows anyway, so. Turtles? I still don't know what turtles are really used for. It's been about 30 minutes so far, and I'm thinking, I am thinking that, this video is going to just be prep, and then the next video is when I'll actually kill the Ender Dragon, which, in a way, sets this video up, like, I don't know, it's certainly appealing to me. That just feeling when you're, like, on the brink of, like, the next big thing. In a way, it's almost better than when you're actually doing it or when you accomplished it, because there's the anticipation factor, which on its own is worthwhile and almost gives a sense of meaning a little bit. Before you have the chance to, like, I don't know, hype it up, like, the anticipation of the event in some ways is more rewarding than the thing itself. It's kind of nice being just on the precipice of... Is that a word? Did I even use that word properly? Why is that floating? Just being right on the brink of accomplishment, of doing the big thing, of beating the Ender Dragon. And it's kind of nice, in a way, to be sitting on that point where you haven't done it yet, but you're about to. And in a way, that's almost better than the sense I'll get after I beat the Ender Dragon, where I think I might, I don't know, I don't want to say take it off, because that's not true, but it might take me a little longer to make the next video after that, because I don't know, there's just so much I can do, and I want to maybe come back for sure with a lot, like, with better content, you know? Because I have just been doing this very, you know, very obviously candid and authentic kind of stuff. Of course, I would keep that for sure, but I also would certainly like to up the quality a little bit. Maybe just like editing wise, or even idea wise. I'm not sure. Like, I want, after I beat the Ender Dragon, I do kind of want something big, you know? Not like crazy, but, you know, I want a relatively, you know, something, a big project to work towards. But, I don't know, maybe at the same time it could be better to just... Are these melons? Yay! It could be better to just, like, send it and sort of, you know, maybe not fall into a trap of perfectionism, which I feel like I maybe used to a lot, where doesn't one of you trade for coal? Where's the arrow guy? Where is it? Did that guy? Actually, don't. There, yeah. What was I saying? I got sidetracked. Where did this guy go? Yeah, big project, but I also don't want to fall into the perfectionist trap of wanting something so big that I just never start, which is kind of the whole idea behind me, you know, even starting this channel altogether, was just the idea that I don't want to put so much, like, I was so not hesitant, maybe that's not the right word, but I definitely delayed starting this channel, you know, even though I always kind of had an idea that this would be something that I think would be cool and that I would want to do. I sort of just, like, put it off, because I never thought it would be good enough, and like, obviously, its content is kind of, I don't want to say bad, but, it isn't exactly compared to, it's not much, you know, compared to what some people are able to do. And obviously I don't want to say there's something wrong with that, like, it doesn't have to be extravagant, that's not what I'm looking for, but I do think, that, I don't know, I don't want to go too far in the other direction, you know, into the idea of, like, I'm just gonna beat the Ender Dragon and then, you know, never make another video again. Like, I definitely don't want to do that, you know. So, in that regard, I have to be, just be mindful of that when thinking of my next project. I don't want it to be so huge that I just never post again and decide that, like, my next video has to be perfect. Which is, you know, the exact stuff that, yeah, normally at least would keep me back from even posting my videos as they are. Like, the last video I made, you know, the audio quality on that is, like, all jacked up, so it's like, should I, you know, of course, maybe I should get a microphone, like, I might do that. You know, something that I'll do post-Ender Dragon is just, you know, get a microphone. Something very simple, but, you know, just small things maybe. But, I don't know, part of me really does, though, want to do something more with this world, because there's so much possibility after beating the Ender Dragon, and of course, like I said in the last video, maybe I am going in the wrong direction a little bit by having it be so, like, I have to beat the Ender Dragon, and then I can progress, because, you know, in real life, if we apply it to my own life, you know, there's no Ender Dragon in real life. There's nothing that you'll be able to complete, and then you can live your life. Even though, in some ways, I act like career advancement or whatever. Sometimes I admittedly will kind of treat it like this, and like, once I do this, then I'll be able to live my life. And until then, I'm always just. But. Point being, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting too far ahead of myself a little bit, since obviously I haven't even beat the Ender Dragon yet, and I still have at least another video to go. It is terracotta. But, I don't know, I would like to do something, substantial, because this is a forever world, you know, like, I could totally do a big project, and I guess in a lot of ways consistency more than anything else is kind of what I need, because if I just, you know, put the hours into it, like, this world will become something, at least eventually, to be, I don't know if proud of is the right word, but something, you know, worthwhile. So, I don't know, there might be a little bit of a delay, though. I'm just saying. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. There might be a little bit of a delay from beating the Ender Dragon to my next video, because I feel like as much as I haven't necessarily been intentionally scheduling it, I feel like I have been, you know, roughly weekly, give or take. Of course, I've only posted, like, 5 times, so, I mean, maybe it's not that hard, but it has ended up being roughly on a weekly basis, and, I don't know, maybe that'll continue. I'm kind of just talking out of my ass now, so maybe just ignore everything I just said. But, yeah, I don't know, I want to do something worthwhile, though, for sure. And I guess we'll have to see how that'll look. Where did I come from exactly? I think it was this way, right? I know I should have used coordinates. What is that? What is that over there? I'm going over there. Is that a desert temple? Oh my god, is that a desert village even? I think it is. How did I miss that? Anyway, but yeah, maybe just ignore everything I just said, low-key. But I'm just thinking out loud, I guess. Camels, the bell. Huh. It seems to be a smaller village, but interesting nonetheless. Let's see if there's anything what these guys have. Books, lectern. I already have like a full stack of hay, I'll just leave that one. Beds. Cactus, some more wheat. I do like the cactus covered beds. Is there a chest in here? I don't know, but it'll give me a good lookout spot. Oh, a bundle. That's actually pretty useful. Because I do have a bunch of, like, random things. I'll keep the green dye, why not? You know what? I'll keep the cacti, too. Let's put some of the random things I grabbed in here. Just so that I can free up my inventory a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, not quite a village, but a couple buildings. Is that a swamp over there? Huh. Well, I mean, at least now we know what direction is worth going in, huh? If I want to get out of the savannah, kind of off that island where I was before. Okay, and I think with that, I'm gonna sail back to where I started, and I'll have a bunch of arrows. I'll have some more iron. I'll be in a pretty good spot. Like, I have a bunch of arrows now. Have a bunch of iron. I think I'll be in a... Is that it? Oh, it might even be a bamboo jungle. I think I'll be in a pretty good spot to go ahead and take on the dragon in the next video. Alright, so, yeah, I went ahead and just sort of organized everything a little bit, just so you wouldn't have to, sit through me just digging around in my chests, but, I organized them. This is kind of just all the stuff that I don't really need up here. I got some, like, spare tools, some, like, spare resources, but then here's my, like, main chest of stuff for us to be ready when we go into the end. Went ahead and melted my iron. But yeah, I'm gonna use some pickaxes to pillar up, tap out the thing, or destroy the end crystals, shoot a lot of them with the bow, and then kind of just charge the ender dragon. I think I'll probably go in with I don't even know if I'll use armor, to be honest. I might just, like, go no armor, because, past a certain point, what's even the point of using armor if you're just gonna get one shot anyway and then just lose it? So I honestly might do no armor, but at least I'll have the option, So, yeah. I guess we have that to look forward to in the next video. But until then, thanks for watching. See you in the next one when we finally beat the dragon. when I'll beat the dragon for my first time ever in vanilla Minecraft solo, no cheats. So, gonna be pretty sick. Something to look forward to, which, in my opinion, is always nice to have. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and peace.